Light it up. Light it up. Yes, 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 sir. So we are back. Got the boys with me today. It's a football Friday.
Yup,
You
yup,
know how
yup,
we
yup.
do it.
Hey.
Me, 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 me. Yeah, y'all thought I was gone. I'm here. Stop playing with me.
No,
Ooh. We don't get
yeah,
off-cam Moolish today. We get on-cam
no,
Moolish
no,
today.
no. We
Yeah,
we need on cam
yeah,
moves today.
yeah,
I'm going
yeah, yeah. We
So
off-cam
here. Stop playing
now.
with me.
no, boy,
Yeah.
you might have to go on cam
Yeah,
today,
I'm
brother.
off-cam
So
now.
before we get
I
it
just
popping,
feel
I just
like
want
to talk and not show my face.
we're gonna do the run around. Troy, how you doing? How's your
I'm
day
good,
going?
man. I'm chilling over here in the
How
darkness.
you feeling?
I'm good. Hanging in there. Worked hard today. Tired, but we about to get it.
All right, all right. Bullish. What's the deal,
Hey,
brother? How you
I'm
feeling?
feeling, I'm feeling real good right now. All right, and no, I'm not drunk. I don't drink. I be off the water and the body armor. Shout out to body armor. Um, yeah, I'm feeling real good today. I know what it is. Eat, sleep, anime, repeat. Let's get it.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I'm doing great. A little gloomy out
How
here
are you,
today, but
Mel? Moolich, Mel.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm fired up. It's a little gloomy out here today. We were supposed to get some rain, but we didn't get it. But
Oh,
so good.
I cry
You
for
know
the car.
so what we're gonna do? I'm gonna let since you want to get some stuff off your chest.
I want to get nothing off my chest, man.
I'm gonna allow Troy to get something off his chest real quick
He think I want to
before
get something off my chest. I don't want to get nothing off my chest, man.
before we totally detonate this
I
entire
know y'all
podcast.
gonna sit here and boo-hoo and oh, poor Derek Carr, poor David Carr. And it's like, I ain't really beat for it. Fuck that dude. Just like that.
Okay.
You feel me?
So, all right, this is what we're gonna do.
Trash.
We're gonna start there.
Well, Bubba
You said again?
trash.
You said trash? You said trash?
Trash.
Okay. So we're gonna start this.
Trash.
We're gonna start here then. Okay. So
Don't
the
do
news
it.
is
Don't do it.
the news is no. News is and I got bones to pick with two organizations: the
Mhm.
Washington Commanders and the Las Vegas Raiders, because they both made the exact same move, and both of the moves are absolutely ridiculous to me. Okay, but we're going to start with the Las Vegas Raiders. That's where I'm currently living. You see Moolins, that's who he's repping to. So
Bring him out. Bring him out.
they're going to say they're benching Derek Carr because of bad play. That's what they said. So I'm going to run down a list of quarterbacks because they talk about the interceptions that Derek Carr has thrown.
Go ahead, because I got it up right here. I got the list up right here.
So I'm going to list a few quarterbacks that have the exact same amount of interceptions or in the same ballpark. And when I say in the same ballpark, about two or three. Nothing too crazy, just two or three.
Within 2 or 3.
Within two or three. Let's start with number one.
Go
Patrick
ahead.
Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has 11 interceptions.
11.
That's all. And he hasn't played yet. Joe Burrow has 12 interceptions. He hasn't played yet this week neither. Kirk Cousins, he has 11. And we know what Kirk Cousins can do. He hasn't played this week yet. Josh Allen, we all love Josh Allen. He got 13.
MVP candidate. Ain't that what they say?
MVP candidate. Oh, we have Aaron Rodgers. He has 11. He's rolling, right? He's got 11. Oh, everybody's America's team quarterback. Dak Prescott has 14. Do you know the difference between Derek Carr and the rest of these dudes? Oh, shit, they have a defense. So,
say it again, Mel. One more time for the people in the back, just in case they didn't hear you.
they have a fucking no. They have a decent, and I'm going to continue. But then they said, "Oh, well, Derek Carr's having a bad season." Let's talk about Derek Carr's bad season. Let me think. He's 11th in yards, right outside of the top 10. He's 8th in touchdowns. He was within the top 10. QBR, he's 13th. His quarterback rating is low. He's 26, but that's everybody knows that's based on defense and what the outcome of the game is. We all know that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then let's add in some more factors to this.
More
Who
enemy.
has the number one rusher in the league?
Trash.
That would be the Las Vegas Raiders and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs a great running back. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, Devontae Adams. Everybody swears Devontae Adams has had this crappy season. You know who's tied for most receiving touchdowns this year? That would be Devontae Adams.
What's he in yards?
Sixth in yards.
He's actually fifth.
Fifth in yards. He's tied. He's fifth. And he's top 10 in yards per catch. This is not
He's had some
Raiders.
bad games though.
Everybody has bad games.
Thanks to
Can't say
Thanks
that.
to who?
You can't say that.
Thanks to
You can't say
Thanks
that.
to who?
Man,
Thanks to
Say that. I can say the same thing about Josh
fill in
Allen
the
and
blank.
Stephon Diggs having
Thanks to who?
two bad games.
Fill in the blank.
No, I'm asking you. You're
Fill in the
insinuating.
blank.
I'm trying.
Why would Devontae Adams have a bad game, man?
Why would Stephon Diggs have a bad game?
Same thing, Mullich.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
I'm consistent, nigga.
I'm just making sure.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm just saying. Go ahead. I just want to keep hearing the tears. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's talk about this Raider defense that has blown
Trash.
5 double-digit leads at halftime, giving up 3 game-winning drives. That's 8 games right there. You have the 28th ranked defense in stats, and that's having Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. There are only 32 teams in the NFL. You're 28th. 31st in takeaways, which means they're not even taking the ball away from other teams. So you're not even giving your offense a chance. Oh, third down conversion. You know, when you try to stop teams and want to get them off the field. Not the Raiders.
Down. Most important down.
They're 27. This is not an offensive thing. This is a defense thing. If the defense would hold their water just a little bit, they win 4 of the games. Just a little bit. So, again, how is this a Derek Carr situation and not a Josh McDaniels problem?
If I may go ahead and interject here.
Go ahead, brother.
Let's go ahead and name off some crazy stats. All ready? So there's a stat that said Patrick Mahomes' highest QBR was, I think, a 104 this year. I got to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it was a 104, 105, right? There's also a stat that says when you get into the red zone against the Raiders defense, any QB, doesn't matter who it is, any quarterback, starter or backup, has a QBR of 109.
109.
Meaning anytime they get into the red zone, it's an automatic score. Automatic score. And it's been like that for 20 years. 20 plus years. Now, when you have a quarterback, right? And I said this on my TikTok. Y'all can go follow my TikTok, Sports Guru.
Go follow.
I said this on my TikTok. When you have a quarterback, and you have a coach, and you have a quarterback, and you have a coach, and you have a quarterback, and you have a coach, it seems like a revolving door, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Now, Mel, let me ask you this. Troy, let me ask you this. What is the definition of insanity?
Oh, doing the same thing over and over and over and over.
And expecting a different result, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when I tell people it
That's
goes
why
deeper,
the Raiders are...
yeah, exactly, yeah. You feel me? So when I tell people it goes deeper, they're even deeper than the defense, right? Because when you see what has happened the past 20 years and how the revolving door has revolved, quarterback, coach, quarterback, coach, quarterback. What's changed? Absolutely nothing. Right. So it goes deeper than that, but at the same time, it goes higher than that. And it's come to a point in time to where we have to stop using young quarterbacks as the scapegoat for bad front office decisions. right?
Can I add something? I just want to thumbnail something real quick.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna thumbnail that because I'm gonna hit it with the organization. There's another step that I'm pretty sure people don't even know nothing about. I mean, because I'm a Raider fan, I kind of follow it a little bit. Since 2016, it's 2023. There is one active player on that roster that they drafted.
That's true. Everybody else got cut.
That's an organ. So you're blaming a quarterback, but you haven't drafted to help this man out because none of the offensive play, and not to mention, you got rid of Amari Cooper, you got rid of Khalil Mack. Like, you don't think Khalil Mack and Amari Cooper would help this team right now?
And let's talk about the past players, right? Because
hindsight is 2020.
Let's talk about the past players, right? Because when you think about the past players,
they were good on the Raiders. Didn't Khalil Mack win Defensive Player of the Year with the Raiders?
Yeah, and when you think about this, right? Think about all the players that have left the Raiders and that are balling on different teams, right? Khalil Mack, when he went to his numbers slouched when he went to Chicago, but he was still balling. You got Danico Autry, Mario Edwards Jr. All those are part of the defense, D-line, right? Mm-hmm. They leave because Gruden ships him out of there. Defense is now what? Absolutely horrible. And then we miss in the draft on key defensive players.
Damon Arnett, Cleveland Farrell, Jonathan Abrams, Trayvon Mullins, Tanner Muse. We can run down. There's a starting 11 that has not panned out for the Raiders on defense.
Quite literally. So when you have a problem and that you refuse to address, but you think it's just based solely on offense, nothing is ever going to change. And I keep telling people, it doesn't matter who you get, because people seem to think that if they get another quarterback,
it's going to work.
All the problems are gone. Who are you going to bring? What quarterback is going to come in here and change a 20-year problem? A 20-year problem. There's no quarterback that's going to come in here and change a 20-year problem because, for one, the defense is still horrible. And the O-line is still fucking horrible. Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do? And then if people just think that we're being biased, Mel, right? Because we're Raider fans, right? Look at Tom Brady and the Bucs this year. Defense was decimated at the beginning of the season. How'd they look? Absolutely horrible. Trash. O-line, 2 of their O-linemen retired. One of them was traded and another one got hurt. How'd they look?
Mm-hmm. Trash.
Oh, boom. And if people want to, Tom Brady's, you can take it back to when he was in New England, and the same thing happened.
That's why he left.
Where he had no defense because half his defense sat out because of COVID, and they had no O-line. Gronk was gone. They had no receivers. What happened? Tom Brady's washed. He looked pedestrian. He's falling off the cliff. And he leaves, goes to Tampa Bay, has all these weapons, a great O-line, a great defense, and wins the fucking Super Bowl. It's like, what are we doing here? And then let me talk about Derek Carr real quick, right? Because everybody thinks that he's this elite quarterback that's supposed to take everybody to the – no, he's never been that. If you watch Derek Carr and his play, he's never been an elite type of quarterback, a Patrick Mahomes, an Aaron Rodgers, a Tom Brady type of quarterback that's going to take you to the promised land. He's never been that. He's been a good quarterback at best.
He's an above-average quarterback.
Above-average quarterback that can make some certain type of plays.
Doesn't that sound like a little bit like Dak Prescott?
Oh, absolutely. I don't doubt that at all.
Yes.
I don't doubt that at all. They're interchangeable to me, honestly.
The thing about it is that's where 90% of the quarterbacks are in this.
Literally. Like I said, we can't name a young superstar quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes and maybe Joe Burrow that has led their team to the promised land in years, bro. Like Patrick Mahomes is the last one. Joe Burrow got close, but it's been Tom Brady, it's been Peyton Manning, it's been Drew Brees, it's been all of these old guys that have a really solid defense behind them, an O-line, and a great running game. They're not the Patrick Mahomes making plays, diving and throwing lateral pass. Like a lot of them weren't doing that. That's new. That's right now. We haven't been seeing that. We've been seeing the pocket passers and great defenses. Patriots, like go look at the scores of the last few Super Bowls outside of the Rams Shit, even that one. They've been low scoring. Like there hasn't been a lot of points scored outside of the Eagles Patriots.
And they talk about but the Rams had defenses. They had
the Rams
defense.
had defenses. Go look at the defensive. Go look at the defenses on those rosters. Go look at the players on those rosters. Even if you go back to the Patriots years when Tom Brady was winning, go look at the defensive players on those rosters.
Like all those years when Peyton Manning could not win, what was the problem? He didn't have a defense.
Boom, and he goes to the Denver Broncos, and what does he have? The best defense in the league. Next thing you know, what does he do? He wins the damn Super Bowl. Isn't that crazy? We'll take it back to a few years back, or just last year, where Kansas City was supposedly done. They fell off. Their window was closed. Why? Because their defense was playing horrible. The defensive coordinator gets their defense right. They literally make a mid-season swing, and now they're one of the best teams in the league again, and boom, they're in the AFC Championship one more time. Look at that. Crazy how defense works, right? So you can't blame a 20-year problem on one specific person, and we're not sitting here saying he played the best season out of his freaking career. No. Of course he hasn't been playing well. He hasn't been playing bad, but he hasn't been playing well.
Right.
And let's bring this up too, because Brady Quinn brought up something in an article he wrote today. I suggest everybody to go check it out. It's on Twitter and it's on his Instagram. He brought up the fact that Josh McDaniels' first year in Denver, Kyle Orton brought up the fact that the offense was difficult to learn in 1 year, which is why he had threw the most picks he had ever thrown in his career, which is why he got benched for Tim Tebow. Right? It's kind of the same thing that's going on right now. Derek Carr, he's tied for the most picks he's ever threw in his career, 14, and he got benched for Jarrett Stidham, who they said that they want to see what they had, which I believe is bullshit because you drafted
you coached him in New England.
You drafted him and you coached him in New England, and he was competing for a starting spot with Mac Jones before he got hurt. So all that seeing what he has is bullshit. I don't buy that at all.
No.
That nigga suck.
That's fine, but the trade market for him is big right now, so he can suck.
Right. In the last 4 games, he has completion percentage in the 50%. What you guys completed half of his passes, you know.
Yeah, but for the season, but for the season,
in those 4 games,
he's completing 62% of his passes. So imagine where it was before that
rating and 42.2 passer rating, and that was the last game when they lost to the Steelers. Why you didn't clip that up, man? Why ain't that TikTok up? Why
they winning?
That up? Yeah, you know when I said the Steelers would beat you guys, and I don't see that. I gotta make it. I got you.
You ain't put the video in the chat. Secondly.
Oh shit.
Next. Yeah.
I did it on purpose. So I could just say this moment.
Secondly, were the Raiders not winning that? Were the Raiders not winning that game?
Winning what game? The Steelers game?
The Steelers game. Were they not winning that game?
Did they win it?
No. Answer the question.
No,
did they lose that game? Did they lose that game?
What matters, Mel?
Did they lose the game?
What matters, Mel?
No. They did not win it. But did they lose it?
Win it at one point again? Yeah, sure.
Did they lose it? Did they lose it because of Derek Carr? Did they lose it because the defense gave up a drive at the end of the game?
Tomato. It's a team sport. You know what I'm saying?
So then how can you say Derek Carr? How can you say Derek Carr is trash if it's a team sport?
Hey, because he could be one trash aspect of the sport. Come on, bro. He be one trash aspect of the team. I mean, stop doing that.
I can say the same thing about that linebacker.
That guys get cold trash all the time.
I can say the same thing about the linebacker.
But I can't say the guy in the system.
Okay. So that, you know what?
Like Carr needs an oil change.
Then the Raiders secondary is trash.
That's 100%. The team is trash. But Mel, this goes back to what I said in the beginning before the season started. That the Raiders would be bad. I called this. This is the only reason why I'm fucking with you. It's because I called it. And you just so happen to be a Raiders fan that I got somebody I can gloat to about it.
Yeah, but you can say not get frustrated. You can say the Raiders are trash. You can say the Raiders are trash. I'm not disputing that.
But my dispute.
That's where I dispute it. Derek Carr is not the trash piece, though.
No,
that's where I'm disputing it.
He's one of the trash pieces.
Well, based on his stats, I can refute that.
I mean, based off his stats, I can refute that too. I can refute you refuting me.
On what stat of Derek Carr can you refute that he's trash?
His last 4 games.
I gave you his season stats. I gave you his season stats.
That's fine.
He's only had a QBR under 50 for the last game and the game prior to the New England game, the Rams game. But in the New England game, he had 86.
Passer rating, I pointed that out.
Yeah.
I was like, he hasn't been playing bad. I'm not saying he hasn't been playing great, but he hasn't been playing bad.
Yeah.
But you got to look at the scheme.
If you're giving your team
call. Look at personnel.
You said, see, Mulich, I love you, but you said he tied his career high in interceptions.
I think his career high is 15.
An important context behind that would be his career high was last year. And now he's did it again. He's done it again. He threw 14 last year, and he's at 14 right now. And he's not going to play another game this season, so he's at 14 again. So he threw 14 last year, he threw 14 this year.
Okay.
I mean, hey, buddy, get that arm right. You know, you got the Baker Mayfield syndrome. You know, loose arm,
So we're judging quarterbacks based on interceptions.
No, I'm just saying that Mulich pointed that out. Don't throw it back at me. Mulich pointed it out.
No,
I
but you said
it. I just counted it. You know, once I found the facts, I got the card facts.
But the point of doing that is saying that you're judging him not being good by interceptions. And I'm just asking you if that's true.
All right, I'm gonna get to what I wrote down. Right, Melanie, your whole spiel about and the whole tears, the beautiful tears. You know, for Derek Carr, you know, you let out all this stuff about the team. But what about Derek Carr's mistakes? What about his errors, his misjudges, his bad throws, his overthrows, his the reason why he was throwing interceptions and giving the ball back to the opposite offense for his defense to be in a position not to stop them and go down and score. Why wasn't Derek Carr putting? Hold on.
Just so you know,
Derek Carr putting up more points? And he has one of the top 5 wide receivers in the game. And I know I agree with you with the O-line. O-line is important. Trust me, I went through almost 20 damn years with Eli not having an O-line. I get it. There are problems with the team. But I just don't like how we try to take the blame off Derek Carr and put it on the pieces around him when two things can be true. Right? The team can be bad.
You're calling
No. See,
the difference is you're calling him trash. And that's not the case. No, see, that's the problem. That's not the case. Those 14 interceptions that he has thrown, 7 of them. Matter of fact, I'll say 6 because the way that the graph is shown. I'll say 6 were passes that bounced off wide receivers' hands into the defense.
It's still an interception.
No.
It's still an interception, but that shouldn't count as a quarterback interception. As a receiver, you get
a different receiver.
No, as a receiver, you get paid to catch the ball, bro. Doesn't matter.
He should have
as a receiver, you get paid to catch the ball.
That's his fault.
You get paid to catch the ball.
No,
as a receiver, you get paid to catch the ball. That's your job.
I know. I know.
We just saw the Cowboys just lost the game because a wide receiver did not catch a pass.
To put the ball in place for you to be able to catch it. And yes, some of the throws he has done now, and some of the throws are on the wide receiver. But we've been having this long age debate about should there be a stat for wide receivers having interceptions. I agree they should. But they don't. So I can only go over what's on his stat line in his 14 interception. And I'm not even saying that's not bad to me. At 14, I'm coming from Eli throwing 30. I'm not bagging on for that. I'm just saying, when people talk about the Raiders, is all of these struggles, like Derek Carr isn't struggling himself in the system. He has good games, but he also has bad games. It's the same thing with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has a system. He has a good defense. He has a good running back. It's practically the same fucking teams, right? But what if he gets down? When they have a bad game, Dak Prescott, you need to trade him. You need to do this. Cooper Rush comes in, and everybody wants Cooper Rush to take the starting job and him to get traded away to San Fran. That's what people do. So all I'm saying is I'm doing it to, Derek Carr too. I just like consistency.
No, there is consistency. But I also said, to retort everything that you just said, I never said that. My refute is that you said Derek Carr is trash.
Yeah,
that is not the case.
I said, quote, What did Bubba?
Listen.
What did Bubba say? Trash.
Listen.
That's what it said.
And also, listen. If a quarterback turns the ball over to the defense, and the only thing the defense has to do is stop a quarterback from going 98 yards.
That's not easy. That's you asking them. Listen,
No.
Is it
no.
easy? Is it easy?
Listen, no. Listen.
It is
Yes.
easy if you don't get
Yes.
if you don't get it.
Yes, it is.
If you don't get a penalty.
No, I agree. The 2 penalties help fucking Baker out. I love this because Mel's going against Baker's drive, and I just wouldn't know. I could rewind the tape to you taking up.
There is nobody. It took a historic effort to beat that, and that's how hard it is. It took something historic for it to happen.
I was rooting for the Raiders.
Most teams, most defenses, if you line them up and tell that, look, you must stop a team from going 98 yards. They have no timeouts. And the only way they could beat you is a touchdown.
Okay, but how many times in history have we seen teams do this?
And he was the first one, nigga.
Right, from that distance. We have seen people go in that short of time.
We're not, no.
Yards.
We're saying they went 98 yards.
That's great, right? You can give them the almost 100 yards, right? That's fine. But we have seen guys do this. Going
60 yards and going 98 yards are not the same thing.
No, that's fine. That's why I said 80 yards. I said we didn't see teams do it from 80 yards. Aaron Rodgers threw what? Almost a 50, 55, 60-yard ball.
But he threw a Hail. It took a Hail Mary, not a drive.
It don't matter to me. That's still a drive.
No, you have to understand. You have to understand. You have to understand context. No, it's not. It's not the same thing. They drove the ball down field.
Aaron Rodgers drove the ball
throwing up a Hail Mary from the 50-yard line. No, it's not. What the hell? What is a drive? What's the difference between a drive and a pass?
A drive and a pass. So does passes not happen on drives? In drives, does passes not happen?
Passes. They make a drive.
Tell me when does a drive end? Tell me when does a drive end?
When the drive ends? When you score a touchdown.
Right. So did he not score a touchdown? That would mean the drive was over after they scored the touchdown. That's a drive. Thank you.
A drive is listen here, bro.
And that's not the only play Aaron ran
because you're about to piss me off right now.
That's not even the only. That's not even the only play he ran that drive either. So let's not act like he came out, got the ball, threw a Hail Mary, and it was over.
Why the fuck did he have to throw the goddamn ball like that? Because the defense stopped him to make him throw that.
No, yeah,
that's not what the Raiders did. That is not what the Raiders did. He threw a 50.
He just didn't get up the field enough.
He threw it because the defense did what?
Their job, unlike your defense. Yes, I get what you're saying.
But that's the point that I'm making.
But that's what I'm saying, Mel. That does not mean that David Carr doesn't take no flack in that.
He's not playing safety.
That's fine, but he on the offensive end, what did he do to help his team?
He gave them the fucking lead. They had a 5-point lead.
Yeah, that's fine. He gave them the lead, but what in that game transpired up until that point towards the end
of
the game?
It don't fucking matter.
Yes,
the defense got the ball.
There's things in the game.
What's the defense's job? Please tell me. What's the defense's job?
The defensive job is to give the ball back to their offense, right?
No, it's to stop the fucking offense. It's to stop the opposing team.
The ball back to their offense. That's what they ultimately do, is to get their defense off the floor and get their offense back on the court. I mean, on the field. Okay. So that offense can do what, Mel? So that offense can do what? Put up points, right? So we go back to these games. How many failed drives were they having?
They had points. How many failed
drives were they having?
Were the Raiders winning? Were the Raiders winning? Were the Raiders winning? When the Raiders winning when the defense got on the field.
Listen, I'm not.
All right, then that's it. Then that's it.
But I'm not talking about that one game, though, Mel. You're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
No,
that's what we're talking about.
I just named off.
You can't just talk. I literally just said a 98 yard drive from the Rams. That has nothing to do with the game against the fucking Titans.
Right, but that's where the
that got nothing to do with the game against the Titans.
What are you talking about? That's not where it started. The conversation started when my part of it
go to the Steelers game.
And then we talked about the one game. When we started talking about the Steelers game.
Did your Raiders have the lead?
Yes, and the defense blew it away. I agree with you there.
Then that's not Derek Carr's problem.
That's fine, but I can still go in that game and look at missed passes that he made, overthrows, where he could have gave his team chances to put more points on the board, so they wouldn't have been in that predicament.
You're going back. Why are you going backwards? No one goes backwards.
I've been saying this the whole time. This is what I've been literally saying the whole time.
Because that makes no sense.
But no, we say it to every quarterback. Yo, if
no,
Tom
it
Brady
doesn't.
makes the pass to Mike Evans in the first quarter of the play, bang, that's bomb. Then they could do something with it on defense. I say it every time. I'm being consistent.
There's
things that quarterbacks do in games.
Just because you're consistently wrong doesn't mean you're consistent.
There not things
you can be consistently wrong.
Not things that a quarterback can do early in the game that mess up their chances towards the end of the game. Yes or no?
What? My phone went up.
Not things any player can do in the beginning, first, second quarter of a game that can
nobody knows. You don't know. You don't know what. You don't know what that's going to do by the end of the game. You have no idea.
If I go in the game,
you don't know.
If I go in the game and I'm quarterback and I throw 2 interceptions that get ran back for a pick 6, I don't know that. Okay, now I put my team in a bad position that now we got to fight back to win this game, and that might not happen.
Can you still win that game?
Yeah, possibly.
Now pause. Now listen to this. You can still throw those two. You can throw those pick 6s in the first quarter, correct?
Yeah, every pick 6 ain't on the quarterback.
Listen.
On the quarterback though.
Huh?
So
every pick 6 ain't on the quarterback.
Not at all. That's why I said
you can throw those.
I come in and I throw 2 pick 6s. Me.
No, like I said, if you can throw those 2 pick 6s in the first quarter, put your team down 14. At the end of the game, if your team is up 28-14, did those pick 6s affect you?
No.
Okay, then. So that means the end result. No. Pause. Stop it. Listen, you're not letting me finish my thought. So now that means the end of the game for everything that happened from the second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter matter, correct?
Everything in the game matters.
Exactly. So if I overcome those 2 interceptions, and let's say now instead of being up 28, instead of being up 28-14, let's say it's 20-14, and the defense now has to stop them from scoring. Is that my fault if they score, or the defense's fault if they score?
It's the team's fault. It's the team loss, right? The defense fault they blew it up, but that's not what I'm saying, Melon. You're talking.
That's exactly what you're saying. You're saying that something in the first quarter can dictate the ending of a game.
Yes, Ryan Tannehill last playoffs. What did he do? Throw a pick 6, first play of the game. What happened to the Tennessee Titans? They lost that game. What was people pointing to why they lost that game?
What was the score? What was the score of the game?
What was the score of the game?
What was the score of the game? What was the score of the game?
What was the score of the game?
What was the score of the game? What was the score of the game? What was the score of the game? What was the score of the game?
When Aaron Rodgers lost last playoffs, what was it blamed on? What was it blamed on?
He didn't score a fucking touchdown the whole game.
Thank you, Mulich. It was blamed on his special teams. It wasn't blamed on Aaron. It's his special teams. They didn't do it. They gave up 2 touchdowns. His special teams, right? Those moments in the games can hinder you from doing anything or progressing the game to help your team win. And that's all I'm saying. We cannot look at it on one side, Mel. Your side.
No.
Where it's like if you come back and win, those things don't matter. No, they matter in the win, and they also matter in the loss to me. That's all I'm saying. And what I'm saying is,
if the quarterback puts you in the position
early in the game,
if the quarterback
that game, that shit relies on him.
If the quarterback gives you the ball with a lead and you're playing defense with a minute and 26 seconds, that is not the quarterback's fault.
Yes, it's in that moment. Those seconds of the game, it's the defense's fault. But then I'm going to go and look at the game as a whole.
I don't care about the back end. Why are you talking about the first quarter and the only thing that matters is the fourth quarter?
First quarter, second quarter, or third
quarter.
The
only thing that matters is the fourth quarter.
The fourth quarter. You start in the first.
I gave you a lead, bro.
Fourth quarter. What are you talking
about? Did they have a lead?
Did they have a lead?
Did they have a lead?
Matters.
Did they have a lead?
Anybody never said that?
Did they have a lead?
That play came back and bit them in the ass.
Did they have a lead?
When does it happen? It doesn't always happen in the fourth quarter.
Did they have a lead?
The defense blew the game. You can say that.
Did they have a lead?
I agree with you, but there are other things in the game that quarterback.
So no, that's where it stops.
To secure the win.
That's where it stops.
No,
if Derek Carr had the ball and they couldn't drive downfield to kick a game-winning field goal, that's Derek Carr's fault.
He wouldn't be in that damn predicament.
If I may interject, gentlemen.
That's all I'm saying.
if I may interject, I understand the point. I understand the point that you guys are trying to make, but as you said, Troy, when you go back and look at the game, you can't sit there and place all of the, or even you can place some of the blame on Derek Carr, but some of the blame has to go on coaching.
That's all I'm saying.
And
yes,
play call. No, definitely
blame Derek too.
Oh no, definitely. Like I said, I'm not absolving Derek of anything. I understand he hasn't had a great season.
He's over. I don't know which side he is. He's one of these sides to me.
You feel me? But I'm saying when you're looking at everything, the big picture, I'm not looking at the small picture when it comes to a quarterback. I do this for every single quarterback. It does not matter who it is. It does not matter who the quarterback is. And I don't care if it's my team. You can take any fucking quarterback in the league and I can do it for them too. It does not matter. When you sit there and try to blame one person for the team's problems, especially when it comes from play calling, defensive play calling, offensive play calling, special teams play calling, personnel, like that shit is big. When you sit there, when you watch the game tape and you break that down, and people just think, people look at it and they're like, damn, all that shit's Derek Carr's fault. Like, how did you come to that conclusion? And see, that's the thing, right? That's the thing. How did you come to that conclusion? And that's the thing, because for me and Mel, it's like, bro, we played the game, right? So it's like when we're in the film room and the coach is sitting there breaking down the game tape, and it's like, yeah, quarterback missed that throw. That's a bad throw. Quarterback's like, okay, bet. I got that. But at the same goddamn time, on the opposite side of the ball, the fucking linebacker missed a read. Running back was right down the field. Like you're supposed to crash down. You're supposed to have outside contain. Like you're supposed to be in the deep hole. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole bunch of factors that go into winning and losing a game. And for the Raiders and Josh McDaniels to make Derek Carr the scapegoat, I was like, oh, he's been playing bad. I don't know one quarterback, and this is why I always ask this question. I don't know one quarterback that has came in with this much dysfunction and has succeeded. Not one. There's not one quarterback in NFL history that has came in with this much dysfunction in the organization and has succeeded.
No, but that's why I started off by saying, I said the Raiders would be bad.
Yeah, that's true. You are consistent on that point.
Would be bad. And what I'm saying is, if I'm looking at the team as a whole, if I'm looking at the team as a whole, I'm looking at the things that you said, the things that Mooley said, but also what had Derek Carr contribute to that? Because what I hear is, oh, this is what Derek Carr is dealing with, not this is what he contributes to the fucking chaos. Like he contributes to it, whether you want to agree or not. The dysfunction, I mean, he contributes to that dysfunction by not making the right reads, by not making the right plays, by overthrowing his player, by underthrowing him. But for the reasons why he got sacked, by holding on the ball too long.
Every fucking quarterback underthrows and overthrows fucking receivers.
Yes, and
that's everybody does. That's not dysfunction. That's not dysfunction. That's not dysfunction.
We just came to that.
Yes, that's not dysfunction. That's an aspect of the game. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, that is dysfunction. If he's not,
how is underthrowing a pass dysfunction?
If he's not doing his job correctly, consistently, that adds dysfunction to what's already dysfunctional. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's the reason it's dysfunction. You blowing up for nothing.
No.
Every player on that team does his job. And they lose adds to the dysfunction that's in the locker room. Because guess what they're trying to do? Get it together, get it right, win games, get to the playoffs, win a championship. So if you are hindering the team in any way, you add to that dysfunction because you're supposed to be there to do a job and do that job consistently and correctly, especially when they're putting you in a position like they do these players. I'm not just saying it for Derek Carr. I'm talking about the linebacker that Mooley said missed his damn assignment too. But all I'm saying is you're sitting up here, oh, this is what he's dealing with. Put some blame on him too. He's done shit too. Everybody, I can sit here and do the same for Daniel Jones. I won't not do that. If we was talking about Danny, I'd be like, hell yeah, Danny, you got to make those passes. Get rid of the ball faster. Move that shit. Get through your reads faster. Progress it. Stop throwing the ball in the dirt. Don't look to run fast. I can do that to my quarterback. I can be consistent and unbiased.
Stop saying you're being consistent. It's part of the game. Listen. Nobody completes 100% of their passes. Nobody. So to say, oh, he's missing passes, there's a million reasons why he underthrew it, overthrew it, or missed that.
A million reasons why he underthrew it. Yeah, when
But
pressure's in
what
his face,
my point of all of this is, even with all of that, did he not have that defensive lead before they blew it?
I'm not answering. I've been answering 7 times already.
Okay, then there we go.
Understand. It doesn't stop there for
me. I told you that. That's what I told you. Like,
but I told you already. It doesn't stop there for me. Then I got to go analyze the loss. Why it didn't just come down to that moment. If you did other things right in that game, you would
you're talking. Like I said, I'm going. Like I said, you did not say.
That's for everybody.
No, you came in and said, "Fuck Derek Carr, he's trash." That's what you said.
Right.
My job is telling you.
That's
no,
what I said.
but that's not. See, but that's what I'm saying. Like, don't get mad because I'm. But like I said, but that's not the. But that's not everything that I told you.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah, it's not him.
And
you can say all of those things.
Fuck Josh McDaniels. Fuck Josh Jacobs.
But that's not what you said, though.
Hey man, chill out on the leading rusher in the league, man. What you mean, bro? Josh Jacobs is out here.
No, I'm just doing it to satisfy Mel because I came in and I said, "Fuck this dude." It's just like
no, we're not here to satisfy. Like, you're not here to satisfy me. I'm not here.
I got what I wanted already, Mel. You know I did. You know I got what I wanted.
You can. You can have.
Was gonna be spicy today.
No, I told you what it was going to be today.
I told you I was coming with it. And
don't make me go get the pepper, man. What? I told you it was going to be spicy today, man.
You know, I told you I was coming with the cup, man. We can't talk
with
about
the heat.
You know this. You know we can't talk about Derek Carr. We can't do that, bro.
No.
And I respected you. I called his name the whole show. Except for the beginning.
Well, you should.
Except for the beginning. I called him David once.
Hey,
I gave you that respect, you know? But I'm not just going to be like, oh, you know, yeah, the defense blew that game, but why did the game that he blew? Like, that's all I'm saying is, like, they all do it. Tom Brady does it. Tom Brady blew games this year. We know that. We know if he played better, they would have won the game, and that's all I'm saying. There are games that quarterbacks play, running backs play, wide receivers play. Like
100%.
Josh Allen, yeah, you can say if Josh Allen played better in that game and Stephon Diggs could have did things a little differently, the outcome could have been different. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is you played a game for what is it, 48 minutes? It's 48 minutes. The last 2 minutes is not the only fucking minutes that matter in the game.
It's crunch time. It's crunch time.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't matter. Why not? Why the last 2 minutes don't matter?
It's not the only thing that matters. Listen to me, Mel. It's not the only thing that matters.
The situation changes what
matter. Yes.
The situation changes.
Momentum goes up and down. You know I'm big on momentum. That's what happens. You would think, and what you're saying is when Derek Carr in that game went and got a touchdown, the momentum should have changed, right? And it should have went to his defense to get a stop. But what happened was, I said this before. When I said this before when I was talking to somebody else. And we was talking about momentum. What happens sometimes is the momentum does not switch hands.
It don't, right?
Sometimes it does not switch hands.
It don't. You know whose hands it don't switch into? The Raider defense.
Yeah, they gave it right back to Carol. They gave it right back to the Rams.
Hey, shout out to Boo up in the comments, man.
Because if the Raiders, if Derek Carr if Derek Carr gave the Raider defense a double-digit lead 5 times going into halftime, don't you think they should have had some momentum going into the second half?
But I also think
they didn't have it though, huh?
Right, 100%, and that can happen too. Right now, I agree with you because I said momentum goes different ways. I'm not just saying it on one side; I'm saying it on both sides. So you can't sit here and say right like you got me because you did not get me. Because if you listen to what I said initially, I said momentum can go up, momentum can go down. It can stay. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault the Raiders handle momentum like a cheap hooker. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Hey, that's probably the biggest fact ever.
That's your fault. Y'all handle momentum like a cheap hooker. That's not my fault.
No, that's the defense handles it like that. The defense
too, bro.
How is it the offense? If the offense, no, they don't. They don't. They have the 31st ranked defense in the NFL. There's 32 teams.
Tell me. I need to know how many stops they got. Because if you tell me they ain't got not one stop in the fucking first 17 games or 16 games, then Mel, I owe you a motherfucking apology. Because they don't got one motherfucking stop, right?
Not one that counted.
All right, yeah, okay. Now it's not one that counted. Okay, all right.
You gotta add the context.
All right.
Not one that counted. Just like I said last year.
Remember
Remember when I said this earlier in the year?
Didn't they win a close game at the end of it? But I'm guessing that was in Derek Carr putting the ball in the thing with no time left. Did the other offense not touch the ball and the defense not? I gotta go look this up because I need to know.
Lost more close games than we won. But I said this. You remember when I said
with the defense on the field?
Remember when I said this earlier this year? Remember when I said this earlier this year? I said this earlier this year, and everybody thought this was egregious. Remember when I said that you can't be considered the best or a good defense if you can't get a stop in 13 fucking seconds? And what
what you saying with the
Bills, remember?
The Bills,
yeah. Everybody said there was the number one defense, and how can the number one defense not get a stop in 13 seconds? You can't be considered the number one defense. You can't get a stop in 13 seconds.
But that thing is like, it's like when you think you have the momentum. And a guy like Patrick Mahomes, a guy like Tom Brady, those guys can snatch momentum from you. Like they can snatch. No, I know. I'm not.
Those guys are the momentum.
I don't let me finish. Those guys like that can snatch momentum to you. I don't know what the Raiders defense is seeing because everybody going that bitch is snatch the momentum from them.
It's fucking stupid.
On both of them.
The defensive coordinator.
Touching that point. Anybody that's saying Devontae Adams had a bad season, I would never go that far. He has not had a bad season.
He did not have a bad season.
Bad games or games where he didn't get a lot of targets or a lot of catches, yes. But everybody has that. I'm fucking with Mel. But nah, I don't like Derek Carr. Maybe if Derek goes somewhere else, right? And he actually gets a coach that works with him and like Baker. Baker might turn around to me. Come around next year, I might be okay with Baker. I'm still not gonna like him. I might be okay.
I just got one thing to say. What has Josh McDaniels ever proven as a head coach?
Josh McDaniels is the guy that was under Bill Belichick, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm picturing his face, the hat on.
He was the Broncos head coach before, and then went back to the Patriots.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm picturing him now.
Yep.
And then with dog water when he was on the Patriots.
He's the guy. Remember this. He's the guy who went and got Tim Tebow.
Hey, after they saw what Tim Tebow did in the playoffs to the Steelers.
He threw one pass. That was his best pass he threw all game.
Here we go. When did it happen in crunch time, right? When I'm
no, that's what I said. No, I said it was his best. I said it was his best pass he threw all game.
100%. But Tim Tebow wasn't a thrower. So
but then they went and saw the Patriots the next week, and what happened?
Oh, there was that Tom Brady led Patriots? Tom Brady showed them how to throw the ball. That's what happened. Promise you that.
They got demolished.
Right, I can promise you Tom Brady showed him how to throw the ball. Then who did Tom Brady play in the next round?
Where was that?
I don't know who they played.
The Saints, right? No.
No. The Jets. I think it was.
The Jets. Was that the year Mark Sanchez took him?
I want to say it was.
Is that the year? I don't know what year that was.
I'm fucked up on the year right now.
I want to say it was probably the Colts.
Ooh, it could have been.
Yeah,
because Peyton was still there.
Too, right?
Yeah, it could have been because Peyton was still there.
Unless that's the year that. No, it couldn't have been that year. It had to be the Colts.
Ooh, can we do a story time? I just thought of a funny story.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we present.
I got one. No, we can't just do one of us.
We present story time.
Right.
Well, it would depend on what the story is. I may have one too.
I got a funny one, just backyard. You know me, I ain't got no professional stories. I got backyard, so I bring the streets to this shit. You feel me?
Absolutely, we love it.
But now, while we was talking, I just remembered. I'm like, so another snow day, because it snowed a lot when I was a child, in the winter, so we'll have thick piles of snow. And my dad was like, yo, let's go outside and play some football. And we walk around the corner to that same parking lot where we bet my boy in a U. We made a let out my boy. And we walk in, and I see my father start running. He just co-clocks my brother from the back. Bow! I run behind him. Now, my father's a big dude. Took the shoulder, laid into him. Bow! Father all twisted up, stupid, fell. Bang! The whole day. We out there. I'm going to get your ass. I'm going to get your ass back. My dad telling me I'm trying to stay away from him. Trying to stay away from him, bro, because I know.
You open Pandora's box.
Me up. Like,
I'm not fucking my dad's big dude, too. I'm not fucking my dad.
I was like this skinny, bro. Fucking dad caught me slipping, bro. Fucking banked me from behind. Boop. Nigga, I couldn't move after that. Fucked my back up. Literally, I couldn't move. Had to help me to the house.
I do. See, now you got a story. See, now you got story time. Here we go. Story time. Like I said, this is not a football story. This is just my dad fucked me up story. So, only because you brought it up. And it's funny, but it's not funny. Huh?
It was in football context, though.
It was in football context. It's not in football. Well, I mean, I did come home from football practice, if that helps.
Yeah, I guess we can let it slide then. Tell the story.
So, I came home, and my dad was upset with me and my little brother, because me and my little brother, actually, I just came home from practice. We was in the back, more football. We was playing Super NES. We was playing a football game in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I beat the shit out of my little brother. Talking trash the whole time. So then it was time for us to eat. So we sitting in the kitchen, and the way that we're sitting in the kitchen, my dad is washing dishes, but the table is set up that there's a wall, and my little brother was sitting by the wall. Mm-hmm. And he was talking shit, and my dad was talking at the same time, but my dad couldn't hear my little brother, because you know how little brothers get, they talk real low, just low enough that you can hear him, but nobody else can.
Yeah.
So as my dad was talking to me, I blocked him out. Like, man, whatever. I'm talking to my little brother, and all I said was, man, shut the fuck up.
Oh, you don't.
And my dad thought I was talking to him.
Got your ass kicked.
I got a cut underneath my eye still to this day. My dad punched the shit out of me. He rocked me. So then I fall on the floor. My mom come running into the kitchen. Like, what happened? My face is leaking. And then I don't really know. I'm just like, yo, dad just hit me. So I go into the bathroom and I see my face pouring blood. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. So I turned the corner. And I play football. I wasn't a big dude, but I played D-back and all that shit. I was always a hitter. My dad's still in the kitchen. So I laid into him. Rocked him. He slams into the wall. But my dad, 6'2", about 210. He a big dude. So, and I'm small. So he grabs me by my neck, throws me up against the wall, got me hung up on the wall like this. My two older brothers walk in the door at that time. Melee begins. When I say melee,
we went crazy.
They fucking my pops up. Like the kitchen, the dining room tables, chairs, shit getting thrown. We in the kitchen, we thumping. Boom, boom. My dad like a fucking superhero. He fight my two older brothers. He throwing me off it. No. This goes on for about 10 minutes. My dad sits on the couch. I'm sitting on the floor. My other brother sitting on the love seat. And that we looking at each other. My dad looked at me. Y'all better not come in here and say anybody whooped y'all ass. Said, because if y'all can come in here and fight me, you better fuck everybody else up in the street.
Hey.
And that's story time.
Hey,
in the Jackson household.
Man. I don't know. Mel got a story. He popped out. He's going to pop back in. Which episode was that one I didn't send you? The top 5 defensive players?
Yeah.
They didn't send it to you because it didn't download. I didn't realize I didn't download it. It didn't. Well, I downloaded it. It just didn't download. So I'm downloading it now. I sent you the last couple, but we're going to wait to see a move get back in here. But yeah, I always like the fire. I had a plan today. It was to come here and turn Mel up, and I turned Mel up, so I'm happy.
All right, you lost me. I'm back.
We're good.
Story time, move.
Yes, sir. All right,
you gotta ask me in story time too.
Yeah, quick little story time. You know what I'm saying? As y'all know, I'm not the biggest person, right? I'm about 6'1", 6'2" with cleats on, 175, 180 on a good day, right? So the scene is first round of the section playoffs. I get my first start, right, as a junior. I'm excited. I'm having a great game, few tackles. Next thing you know, we get a fumble, and my boy Philly, shout out to my boy Philly, he scoops it up, and he's on the way to the end zone. Now, me being 175, 176, maybe 177 at the time, think I'm going to go ahead and go heads with the 6'4", 325-pound tackle that had just committed to Notre Dame.
You're going to sleep, my boy. You're going to sleep, my boy.
Oh, absolutely. So I commenced to turn around and eye up my target like I'm really about to do something to my boy. And the next thing you know, I wake up and he's right over me with his big Joe Thomas paw in my chest, right?
Oh God, I got nothing.
At this moment, Mulich knew he
Oh
fucked
yeah,
up.
I knew I fucked up because when I actually woke up, right after being asleep for maybe about 2 seconds, I realized that Joe Thomas had just pancaked the shit out of me. All right, so when I get up, I then realized that I can't lift my arm, and then I realized I tore my rotator cuff, and now I'm out for the rest of the season.
Yep, there you go. With the sleep, my
And
boy.
that is the reason why you always
Run away from him.
pick your battles, children. Pick
Pick
your
your
battles.
battle. Now, I got a story, but I'm gonna save this. This is my Jonathan Ogden story. Jonathan Ogden. For people who don't know who Jonathan Ogden is, Jonathan Ogden is the biggest human being I've ever seen up close and personal.
Okay,
Absolutely.
saving it for
He
you.
he played offensive tackle for the Baltimore Ravens. That's all I'm going to say. Next story time, I will give the Jonathan Ogden story.
All right, what's left on the agenda?
I was going to talk about the Commanders and what they're doing to my boy Heineke, but
What they doing
that's going
tonight?
to that's going to put they're fucking benching him for Carson Wentz.
Yep, they sure are.
No.
Yeah, this is another dude getting blamed for something that he has no control over.
Nah, I'm with you when it comes to Heineke though. But I mean, those interceptions he did throw, that you gotta give him that fault. You feel me? And if they come at untimely moments in the game, it could look like this nigga just fucked up really big. So,
No, hey, I'm not.
but
The
I
thing
like
about it is,
Heineke. I like the Heineke
We-
and Terry McLaurin.
I mean, but we know Carson Wentz is ass though. Like we know that.
Trash.
Like
Carson
y'all benched him for a
Wentz
reason.
Tis the season.
He's past the time. He needs to go ahead and
Tis the
Yeah,
season
a
for
solid
Carson
backup,
Wentz
and
to
that's it.
be.
Either that or just start broadcasting, bro. Go do something else.
I don't think he's
Honestly.
he can't get a broadcasting job. He not Greg Olson.
I mean, Emmanuel Acho got one, so
That's
All right,
because
don't talk
look
about
at him though.
Acho my guy though.
But
Acho,
look
yeah,
at
I'm
him.
talking
Look
about
at
Acho.
him when he
I'm just saying,
talks. Though.
Acho
Look
didn't play in the league for that long, and he got one.
We talking about the same person, but I call him Echo. Echo. He could talk his ass off, bro.
He sure can. My
He
man
could
knows his
talk
football.
his ass off. No wonder why he got it, because he could talk his ass off. I like that man. Maybe we could try to get him on the show one day. Who knows?
Absolutely. Shout out to Emmanuel Acho, man. Appreciate you,
Shout
dog.
Shout out to Emmanuel Acho. Matter of fact, I'm gonna post his video on what he said about Derek Carr because he agrees with us.
Yeah, he
Oh,
did. I
absolutely.
saw it.
I stitched it already. Go ahead and check that out.
100%. That's why I knew y'all was coming with this shit, because I saw him say it and I was like, yeah, these guys watching. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me look that shit up. Oh no, all right.
No,
Yeah, Derek Carr.
no, I got my own.
Yeah, you
on my
wrote
own
it down while
stats.
he was talking, Mel. I know.
That's not what I do. I don't do that. Don't disrespect me like that. That's fucked up. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's
I'm
fucked up.
sorry, Mel. I'm sorry.
That's wrong. I mean, that's wrong.
I'm sorry.
One thing I do is I have integrity. Like if I'm gonna use somebody's shit,
I know. Personally,
I put their shit.
I know. I'm just grinding your gears. I'm still in the mood. To grind your gears, man. I don't know why. Just I come on a football show and I just want to fuck with Mel. That's what we should just call the show. Fuck with Mel.
Fuck with Mel. That's it.
That's what y'all should call your Q&A though. Help me do.
Speaking of, I need the Discord too. We're gonna have to, so I can jump in there.
Oh yeah. We gotta get the Discord, man. That's right, man. Listen, links gonna be in the bottom of the damn videos going forward. Mel's links, Mulich's links, whoever's on the show, you're gonna find their links down there along with the Discord, the Facebook.
Go look at my Gardner Minshew video on my TikTok. I thought it was fucking hilarious. That was just me, but
I didn't see that one. I gotta go check it out. Gardner Minshew, but yeah, go check these guys out, man. We're having a lot of fun over here doing this, man. We appreciate all the support.
It's only gonna get better from here on out. I just want y'all to know that.
We ain't going back
only
into
going
another
up from
spiel
here.
about it. It's only gonna get better from here. God got
It's only
us.
going up from here. That's it.
We already showed the signs, man. We
Yeah.
just gotta be patient.
The knob only turns left over here.
I'm right-handed, so I turn it with my right hand now.
No, I said it don't. We only turn.
I know. Right-handed, so I turn it with my right hand. But it still goes left, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we appreciate keep showing the love. All the love on TikTok, man.
Yeah, thank you for everybody on the TikTok. Everybody's
We
platform is
appreciate
blowing
y'all
up.
for rocking with us.
We love all of that.
That Dwight
We love
Howard
it.
and Bubba video still going crazy, and I'm just like, yo,
hmm
Still going crazy.
like, still
Shout out to
going
the followers
crazy,
on
yeah.
Twitch, man. We appreciate y'all.
But we're 100%.
Twitch,
But
YouTube, everybody.
you're gonna have to, hey, Twitch users. I'm just gonna give you this. If you watch this on Twitch, go subscribe to the YouTube. Okay,
Go to the YouTube, man.
subscribe
Yeah,
to
go
it.
to the YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share,
Just
everything.
giving you a
We need all of
warning.
that.
I'm just giving you a warning. Go subscribe to the YouTube. Mel, take us out. Your show, not mine.
Oh well, I mean, I wanted some heat today. We got it. And then, honestly, I would say this: the Monday show was fire. The Wednesday show was fire. I think y'all did one yesterday,
A show?
or did y'all do one yesterday?
Oh, Wednesday.
No, Wednesday show. Okay. No, I just saw something in the chat. I thought y'all did one last night. I couldn't tell. But and the culmination here today was dope. I like it. I like
I
it.
told you I had you, bro. You said you want some
It's
fire.
all
You gotta
good.
bring some fire.
And it's New Year, so we need fireworks. So we about to go into that.
Hey, there we go. We don't put the nice presents away. Now it's time to bring out the boom boom
Yeah.
bangs. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So Troy, last words.
Man, catch me Monday on the basketball show. I was gonna do a Luka 60-point game breakdown, but I'm gonna save my basketball breakdowns till football's over, because then I know a lot more. You guys be tuned into the basketball. All right, I seen the numbers from Christmas Day. You guys all wasn't tuned in. You tuned in, and I know Christmas is it's a football day. You know, normally a football day, right? Or is it Thanksgiving is a football day? Christmas is the basketball day.
Well, every day is a football day.
Yeah.
Oh, every day is a football day, man.
Excuse me.
I'm just so you know.
Yeah, every day is a football. But yeah, man, I'm gonna start doing some breakdowns. We're about to get into some basketball breakdowns over on the TikTok. So if you guys want to check those out, we got some football breakdowns down. Me, Mulich, and Mel each got one up there. Me breaking down an older play. Mulich breaking down, what was it, the Terry McLaurin flag.
Yep, the penalty.
And then Mel broke down the
Rated defense.
Yeah, the defense, the last play of giving up that touchdown. So if you guys want more content, man, let us know. We're also going to be doing a historic NBA breakdown. So the way it's going to work, and I'm saying it now, so people that actually get to this point in the video got the heads up, and you guys can give us some suggestions. Down in the comments, man, give us some suggestions on what game you want us to watch as a whole collectively and analyze on the show live. Not watch the game live.
I already got one in mind.
We're not watching the game live. You know, NBA, you want to ask with a license.
Yeah,
but we'll watch the game and come on and then break the game down from
because everybody thinks Jordan pushed off on Byron Russell.
I'll break that down right now.
Listen, I want to break down Larry Bird's step back. That's what I want to do. All right, we got some things in store, but you guys, you can be a part of it. Just let us know, what y'all want to see. We'll give it to you. Got some topics, drop them. The Discord gonna be popping soon. I gotta get
I'm gonna go nuts in that Discord.
I gotta get the new one up and jumping. So when I get the new one, go find it down the link below, man. Join up and get to chatting. But back to you, man. I took a long one.
Bullish. What you got, brother? Before we get out of here,
man, y'all know I'm in the Uber on the way to work and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? StreamYard, I don't promote driving and streaming, but follow me on the Twitter, man. Sports Maroon. Follow me on the TikTok, Sports Maroon at the FTSL. Go ahead and like, follow, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Y'all know what it is, man. We told you we was coming with that spice today, baby. Told you we was coming with that heat, man. Free Derek Carr. Shout out to my man, Derek Carr, the Raider. Shout out to the
we didn't even get a chance to talk about.
Shout out to my boys up there, but ahead of me, and we out.
Yeah, we didn't even get a chance to talk about what team he could go to if they trade him.
Commanders. It's the only way I'm gonna be happy about it.
It's all good. It got real spicy.
He's going to the Jets. The Jets will make that trade ASAP. Like, who you want? You want Sauce Gardner?
Oh, I mean, if they gonna give a Sauce, nigga. I love Derek Carr.
Jets, bro. I love the Jets, bro. Who you want Sauce? You got Sauce Gardner. We'll just draft another one because we're gonna be down there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
We need that.
him.
God
We
damn.
need that.
See, I tried to
So
give
with that, yeah. So with that being said, thank everybody for tuning in, showing up, showing out, and we'll see you on the next from the sideline.